Today we are checking out, bro, a worker in South Africa. Today we are checking out pastors and prostitutions. Pastor and prostitutes go to church. The PSA podcast hosted by Mr. Meyer himself.
Salute guys, that's out. Mr. Meyer, back with another public service announcement.
It's gonna be crazy, bro.
Salute guys, that's out. Mr. Meyer, back with another public service announcement. This is the PSA podcast. Today is a special edition episode, guys. You know, obviously we've done lots of influencers, actors, you know, guys in the creative space. But now we go all the way to the streets with Candy. Candy, hoe gaat het met jou?
I'm alright, thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Listen,
I'm doing well.
listen, Candy. I don't know how we introduce what you do, so you can tell us. You can tell let's say the country what it is. What do you do?
Well, I'm a sex worker.
Okay. So sex working, now. So tell me, where did your journey? So, well, anyways, guys, just again, so we have an interview today with Ken, who is a sex worker. We get to find out her journey, when she got into it, how did it all start, and like, you know, what kind of leads someone to get into this particular kind of work. So, when did you start with sex work?
I started when I was 18 years old. I started out in Cape Town. I was introduced into the street work via my boyfriend.
Via your boyfriend?
Yes.
That's so interesting. 18 years old, how old are you now?
I'm 35 years old now.
35 years old, so that's quite a long time of sex work, eh?
That is a long time, yes.
Hoeveel pillen je weg?
Ja, Rera.
No, but that is, we had to leave you with one funny line. But now on that note, for real, but I mean, so from 18 years old, is it something that, were you comfortable, like, getting into it for the first time?
Obviously not.
Not really, but as time goes on, you tend to make yourself comfortable.
Now, how does one detach themselves? Who can I now say? So obviously somebody's now, you know it was for money, whatever. Yes. So you doing now, you're obviously doing whatever sexual acts for money. In the early days, obviously now it's quite different. So at 18, 19 years old, whatever, you know, having sex with someone and having no emotional connection with them, how was that in the beginning?
Honestly speaking,
yeah.
Before I go and have and do my work,
yes,
I have to like suppress my emotions and stuff. And by doing that, I have to intake a substance.
Okay.
You understand?
So now, what is the substance? Remember, you gesê geblur. Niemand kan jou sien nie. So what? What you smoking?
I'm a heroin addict.
Okay, you're a heroin addict.
Yes.
How long you smoking heroin?
The questions he's giving us
20 years now.
People want to know this type of questions, you know.
Are you smoking with a foil or are you injecting?
I smoke with the foil.
20 years. I mean, and I know it's obviously a very evil addiction.
It is.
And the reason I know this, I mean, I've got friends and family members that have smoked heroin, and I know exactly what it does to them. It's dementia, no, turkey.
Yeah.
As a problem. That's, I mean, it's you vomiting, you're sick, you're you can't neer and sit, you can't net so. So, are you telling me that the two goes hand in hand, or did you do the one because of the other one, or was the other one a byproduct of it? Like, I mean, like, yeah.
It went hand in hand, like I done the job in order to support my habit.
Okay, so are you telling me prior to 18 years old you were already using drugs?
I think that was the main reason she might have done it.
I started when I was like 18, more or less that time, and then I needed to maintain my habit.
Okay.
And then that's how I went into the sex business. But also now things have changed a lot, man, because now I'm staying at home with my mother, and like she's a pensioner, and it's not just about the drug anymore. It's about other things now. And, you need to survive, and I don't do it because I want to do it.
Okay.
Because now I do it because I have to do it.
You have to.
In order to survive. Life is very expensive.
No, life is very expensive. So now, like obviously you're not gonna tell us about every single little detail, but some of the customers you get, or some of the people that come, will it be some people that people would be surprised to know?
Yes, yeah. You will say like, redelijk, die oh, nooit in, nee, nie.
Nie hy nie. Maar as hy.
As hy.
Say yo, boss. That's it. So nuts. And I mean, you obviously there's married people that have come to you.
Yes, married.
Married.
Newlyweds.
Newlyweds.
Damn.
Divorces. You call you name it.
Understandable.
Young boys,
divorces.
old boys. I don't know.
College boys, young boys.
So now on a typical day, you know, what is it? What is the price for, okay, let's say, a hand job? I don't know if that's on the cards.
That's not really a thing. Eh?
Okay,
People
so-
don't really come for hand jobs.
Yes.
It's basically strictly blow jobs.
And
then
sex.
The next thing is sex, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes girls do give anal sex. I'm not one of them.
Okay.
But
Never been an anal sex giver, or it's just like something that you.
What's the
I've never
way,
been an anal sex giver.
Okay.
Yeah, but a blow job is more or less 50 to 100 rand.
Okay.
Damn.
And sex
Inflation.
goes up to 100 to 200 rand.
Is this rate the same? Is it the same everywhere? Or does people differ from place to place?
The area differs from place to place.
So now, what is the most like what? Do you ever get a client waar jy miskien vir hom toegemaak en hom gesê hallo, as R1000 vir hy? I'm just asking, like you never know, cause so,
Sometimes clients make their own prices. And if it's a very nice price, you're not going to tell him, hello.
that's not the price. Weet jy wat? Hier is R500, gaan jy dit vat?
Of course, you're going to take it.
Listen
You're
and
not
do,
gonna say no.
and have they ever come in groups?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
I met guys, 4 of them the weekend,
My
but my partner
father.
wasn't there. Otherwise, I would have taken the job, but for me to go alone with 4 guys ain't gonna happen. But if my partner was there, then I would have taken the
Wait, so let me take a step back now. So jy het 'n partner
What?
and hy's fine met almal die.
job. Now, a female partner, like we do
female.
jobs together.
Okay. I thought now, but are you in a
okay.
relationship with anyone? That's what I mean to say.
Yes, I am.
And they do understand what you do.
Yes, they
Look,
understand.
the reason I asked it like this because obviously you know in the world today this is what some is frowned upon, whether we like it or not.
Definitely.
It's your means to make money and to kind of support number one your household, your mother, whatever habit you may have. But I mean, as dit nou keeklike mense is of whatever of nou, even though pa van hulle kom ook, hy's nou die puntie. But I mean, it's must now frowned upon. So that's why I'm asking you, like, so being in a relationship while doing sex work, has that worked out okay for you?
Yes, we have a mutual understanding, the two of us.
That must be one.
So it's fine.
What's in
So obviously now when you're with your partner,
thick skin for all that.
there's an emotional attachment. With everyone else, it's just work for you.
Yes, just work.
Has any one of those people ever came back like many times?
Yes, I have my own regular clientele.
So that come like when, like how many times like in a month, let's say?
Like, let's go weekly. Like, some of them come 3 times a week.
Just us.
3 times a week.
Sometimes,
Sus.
some of them I just see, like, month end.
And now with stuff like this, like let's say things like STDs,
Yes.
is it always are they always condomized?
Yes, always.
Has some ever wanted to go in raw?
Yes. Always. There's always that.
Is it why did somebody no, but you can't. I say Nick wil net so insit.
No, there's always that. There's always, and then they push up the money somehow, and then, but no, you don't go for things like that.
So that's what I'm saying. And then have you ever contracted anything from anyone?
Yes, I was on antibiotics for a time being.
Okay, for now, from what? So what is it? What did you get? What's actually?
I got STD.
That's crazy. But now, so now with that being said, you doing this work every day. Are you doing it? Is it every single day? Is it days off? Like hoe werk dit? Jy moet eie
Monday
baas.
to Friday.
So
Yeah, you see, mostly I sometimes take days off, but when the clients need you, then you must go. So it's mostly every day.
sê vir ons gou 'n funny story man. Was iemand 'n bietjie al nervous al of like
Yes.
wel die dinge gewerk het nie of ek weet jy jare wag gaan met die ding. Skrik wakker. Polly skrik wakker. Sê vir my as was iets was ons nooit van hy.
Yeah, sometimes guys they scared because not everyone have the means to book into a room.
Yes.
So now you need to go stand around a dark corner.
Okay.
And the guy's maybe not familiar with the area. So obviously he's thinking a lot of
Yes.
things can go wrong
Yes.
with him. So then obviously he's nervous and then sometimes it doesn't work and then what can he do? He must give up.
Maar they didn't betaal, but you must not pay, obviously.
She pays me first.
Okay, you pay first.
But that's not my fault.
Yes.
I do my best on my part. But if your mind is doing this
Yes.
with you all the time, that's not gonna work.
En also, en wat hulle klaar is, do you ever get some people, nah, hulle nou klaar gekom en, is nou klaar nou, I mean, does he, or any of them that maybe hulle voel somewhat ashamed of, hulle voel
Oh,
somewhat,
yes.
so,
The walk
ek
of
kan nie
shame.
glo, ek doen nie.
The
Is it,
walk of
did you get that of it?
Yes. The guilty conscience.
And then what say you? Oh, so you've seen this girl. Guilt conscious. And then who's her? Like, I mean, what?
Oh, and they still say, nah, there's a last time to do this. I'm not gonna do it again. But next week you see them back again.
That is back. Het lag praat van je vriend ook samen bring. Nou, come, I know someone.
Yeah. Once
Have
or
you
twice, yeah.
have you been invited to any like events or parties or something like that?
Bachelorettes, but I've never went to anyone. I've been invited, but
Je naar die mic man. So fair.
I was
Huh?
invited, but I never went to.
We never went. No, that's what I'm asking you. So like, I mean, do you do big events? That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Oh, that's hectic, no? That's really hectic.
Hulle sê listen, why
big
candy?
events, bro.
Kom na die party toe. Vat die 10,000. Vanaand moet jy net losmaak.
Yeah.
Vat het vat.
No, that's hectic, no? That's. You must remember, sometimes guys, when they're on substances, they don't think they must handle you and stuff like that.
Okay.
That I'm not onto. Especially when there's booze involved. No, that I don't agree. If you touch me, even though I do what I do,
Yes,
you're still gonna respect my body.
100%.
And sometimes they get wild and stuff. You know, they do things what they don't normally do when they're sober.
Okay.
So that's why I tend to stay away from those type of parties because by that parties,
So then, but then, does any of the clients come here? Are they not? Are they not? Are they most of them sober?
most of them are sober. I don't go with guys who drink alcohol, no smoke buttons, no tuck.
Oh.
Takopa tend to try to
Yes.
con you.
Nou, zeg in Afrikaans, maar ze willen me toemaken.
Hulle wil dit toemaak, takopa. Alcohol and cocaine addicts, their penis is not always 100%. But they're on the hoogste. They just want to boom now.
Het is wel-
But they're high on coke, so they can't tend to get it up.
Yes.
So that's also a problem. That's
Is ooit
why.
iemand uitgelachen al? Nou, ik verhaal het, maar dit zou ooit voor
No,
Not that.
I'm very professional.
Oh, guys, maar wat zeg je? A pip talk is
No,
right.
don't
This happens, my
worry,
baby, man. That's fine, go. Next time, man. Maybe
Yeah.
next time. Yo, that's crazy. So now, I mean, and then, oh, mensen, as a obal is wat ook kom?
Yes.
Okay, listen, yeah. So you've never. Okay, this is obviously your work, but I'm just asking. I'm just not thinking if as ik nou aan die business geweest het, ik is maar chai. Ik ga je voor alles zeggen, ik zoek nou geld. Have you ever done something like that?
No, you don't know who you're talking to. If you don't know the person, what if it's a psychopath and you come so out and I say, Jai?
Okay.
What you gonna do?
Yes.
You see?
Now, how does six work in Cape Town? I mean, are you friends with other sex workers? That's what I'm trying.
Not really. It's like mostly a competition for us.
That's so far. This has been crazy, bruh. I didn't post. I'm not gonna post that much in the video. I will just literally just talk over the video because I don't want to disturb other people watching the video. But if you want to watch the full thing, bro, I think I'm gonna drop the link in the description, much easier, or in the comment section, and you can check it out like that. But this so far is crazy, bruh. This is hella crazy.
On the road.
A
We
competition.
know each other, but we don't really. We know we're not friends, but we're acquaintances.
Okay, so you know of each other, but not necessarily friends, so this way.
Especially like if something must happen to one of the girls, and that's when we stand together.
So this is obviously this is Amerika waar hulle nou pumps het teen is almal soos dat as iemand om vir jou te protect en so nie. So wat maak jy as 'n mens nou hulle try nou weg te haal om na wat hulle gekry het dan wil hulle miskien hulle geld teruggee en weghaloop. Het hy gebel?
That happened, yes. That happened, but there is guys who is there. They're not our pumps, but they are there to keep an eye on us, to feed the us. But they're not our pumps. We don't pay them.
Okay. But as julle wil saam deel laat,
This is a crazy, dangerous business, bruh.
of anything else. You can if you want to,
can
but
kijk.
you just know each other.
Yes, but that happened to me a few weeks ago. A guy wanted his money back, and he rubbed me into his car, and it was my whole jacket was broken. And I shouted for the guys, and the guys came, and he wanted to knock the guys over with his car, and yeah,
Okay,
so
so and-
stuff like that. happened.
And you just, I mean, you just stay in your area. Do you like, I mean, when you operate, what do you have your regular corners or places where people might find you?
Yes.
What's the time? Like, what time do you normally start working from? Or what is begin your shift?
So now it's getting winter, so the sun goes down very early, like say from 8 o'clock till about 12 o'clock the night.
And then, I mean, do you operate on a phone basis? Can people give you a call, or is it still like the old school one with wat die mense net sowieso wing as jy so hoed? Laat jy dan hoed dit, dan stop like yes. Week jy vanaand. Like I mean, does that still happen?
That does still happen, but also you can they do phone you and stuff.
Okay, so you give them the number, and then if they want to link up or meet up,
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp gooi jy dan, where you at tonight?
Or send me naked pics.
Vra hulle vir pics.
Yay!
Stage.
No.
If you want it, kan buy it.
Wallet first.
Okay, dankie dat jy miskien ietsie. And for you, does any of this ever had any psychological problems for you? Like, I mean, for you, man, you know, like for their side, it's the guilty conscience. I mean, just nou lang in die game, man. Ek sê nou nie jy voel any kind of way, but it's nog altyd mens. So I mean, how do you feel after, even though you know you have to do it, how do you feel after, you know, a night of semen everywhere? I'm just trying to skip Vegas. Net semen.
No, it doesn't really affect me. Like I say, I use my substance to block that part out. So
Okay.
it doesn't really affect me unless something bad happens. That will affect me. Yeah.
And you, any children?
No.
And your mother? Your mother's obviously a pensioner. Hoe voel jou ma oor die week?
She's not happy with it, but what can we do? Like,
I can imagine how the mother is, bro. It's also much better that she doesn't have children. Imagine your children, the other children almost make fun of the children, basically. Or just like, to take it as a way of bullying the children, you see. But fortunately, or should I say, unfortunately, they don't have children.
On what is the most amount of money you've ever made in a night?
about 1,005.
So that would be like what? How many different people? Like 15?
No.
More?
If you generous tonight and you decide to give me 1,300 rand.
Okay, like that.
And then what's the balance?
Sasa
Okay,
is a
no
balance,
class.
rapid.
So tell us some interesting story what happened to you with one of the clients. It doesn't matter. So hoef jy nie hulle name te noem nie, obviously. Hulle kan nie eens vir jou sien nie.
Well, I can recognize,
Like
isn't it?
one time a client took me out to my area and he left me there without paying me and I was half naked. Like you said, I must switch sides of the car. And once I got out of the car, he just drove away. And I was like half naked in like a other area.
Mm.
And then I was really pissed off.
So then how did you get back home?
I stopped the police van and then they brought me home.
Okay, so now and then, but dude, and so that's also another question we just had now. Is prostitution and sex working illegal still?
No, it's not illegal. The cops
Yeah.
will just like look at you and rememberize your face, but they can't do anything.
So well,
They
there you
don't
have
do
the fucking
anything.
answer, you know, eh?
And they paused us like numerous times. Klombene.
It did even
Oh, so it is legal.
an event of
This is also educating other people that wouldn't like know these type of things of this type of work, bruh. So this podcast is basically also like teaching other people. You see, if you want to know about this business without just judging people, you don't know why they did what they did to be into this situation. You know.
vir jou ko klop by jou.
No.
Vra man. Vra man, jy moet net sê ek weet ek you never. The thing is you never know today, you know. I don't put nothing past anybody. But I think I'm at that point now, maar Jay, come on, wie is. Ja, dis ook besig. You know, any pastors, anyone working in the church?
Yes.
Pastor. Wat pastor ka?
Eh?
I mean, but you mean that kind of, I mean, churchly people
Yes.
and Buddhas? Buddhas?
Yeah, something gonna must him now this month of Ramadan. Yo, it's gonna be like a heavy dike in my pie.
Astaghfirullah. Jameen.
Yes, I'm like
So wala play weg in Ramadan.
some of them flunk out after like a week or so, but there is
Yes,
one or two what
yes.
make it through the month, young. They all stand
Dangerous.
sterk.
Hulle staan stil.
Yeah, but
Sy mean?
yes.
Yo, this is crazy, bro. En is like as hulle oud of wat?
All ages, talking about youngsters going right up to the age.
Actually.
En wat is vir jou, wat was die oudste? Wat was die oudste persoon? Like what is the oldest person?
Like they don't really tell you the age, but maybe 70.
Nou, but that's what ek meen, met 'n grys koppel, like straight grys koppe.
Yes.
Men hulle tip.
Prostate problems, I look.
You're a good teacher. I'm flabbergasted here, you know. And your partner, as do you ever do stuff together?
Yes, we done stuff together.
Ek praat nou van jou street partner.
Yes.
So like, why dis twee van hulle, as twee van ons?
Yes.
Course,
Threesomes, foursomes, we do that.
So then where does the sex happen most of the time?
Sometimes guys can't afford the room.
Yes, you said, but
So what happens is we do it in the car, we just find like a safe car, and then we park in the car and do it.
okay, and so like, I mean, I'm sure some nights the work also goes very quick. Ek meen van die person nou miskien man. Right? Woep ek sê. Ja, daar jy jou klaar. Sy net in die kar gekom. Alright. Shukran vir alles. Ek weer sien hoor. Ek moet nou loops maar. Pot jy's klaar, Boeta. Dan gaan jy nou weer op. Huh? I mean, also does it happen?
Yes, that happens, yes. All the time.
Now listen there, what is that? Is it premature ejaculation? No? What is it premature ejaculation? En hy is minder helmet op nog, no?
That I just think the guy is just over.
Excited.
So once he's put it in and then it's game over.
And listen, and so let's say for things like the blowjobs and stuff like that. I mean, does that go longer, or is that which normally goes quicker? Well, like it doesn't matter. Obviously, it depends. I know, but I'm asking what you've seen over the years.
For me, 6 goes quicker than a blowjob because a blowjob you can still like, you know. I think 6 goes quicker than a blowjob.
And for hulle aan jou ook vat, like I mean, when it comes to sex, like you know.
Not really. It's very, very seldom a guy will like go down on my body and stuff. But basically, it's just me sucking your dick and you getting on top of me and bam.
En bam. Niemand van hulle gevra kan ek jou poes lekkie of iets soos daai?
Yes, very, very seldom. Or they play with your boobs, but that's very, very seldom.
Very seldom. Vingers nou, hulle vingers indruk of iets.
Very seldom.
No, mos, you know. There's all kinds of people out there.
It's very seldom.
Is there anyone? Have you had anyone that's into freaky stuff?
Yes, I got a guy what's into my toes. He brings me different types of shoes. Then I must like put it on the dashboard with the shoes on and he takes
Guys are
photos of my
crazy, bro.
feet and when he
Maar nou hoe lyk die voet dan?
and he will just sit there and do this, like ejaculate himself. And when he comes in, I must put my feet closer to him. When he comes, yeah.
You are some well nice up buiten.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, that's crazy. But how does your toes look, by the way?
My toes is fine.
Do you think you have nice toes? I don't know. Let's see. Put them on the table. Now, come. You need to tell us some more stories.
And then I have this one guy when he sees me. Not only he has a bag in his van or whatever.
Huh?
But when he picks me up, then he's sitting there in stiletto heels,
Hy sit sy letters aan.
stockings, fishnet stockings, and like a by the maneuver.
Yo, my bro, some
Yeah, then he's sitting like that in his van.
So that's like what he's into.
But I think that he's more of a she-male than anything else.
Okay. But hy wil nog altyd, obviously, still wants to have sex.
But
Regardless.
what that clothes on, what he has on.
Yo, some people have
Obviously,
weird
some people have
fantasies and stuff.
fetishes of whatever fantasies. Did anyone ever ask you to dress up or do other stuff besides now for these stilettos?
They asked me to dress up like a schoolgirl once. or they will like dictate to me, okay, look at your Candace, I'm picking you up tonight.
Okay.
But this is my dress code, what you must have on. So it's maybe fishnets and shorts, and they dictate to you what you must put on for
So say now, Jay, say you don't have that stuff, so I'll sambring for you. Okay, don't worry, I got the outfit for you. So did that. Were you in any of the hotels, in terms of hotels, like where have you gone to?
Yo, I've been to Kudu Town, Salt River, yeah, the one here opposite the train station,
Okay.
Lansdowne, Weinberg.
And so, like, do some of them ask you to ever stay over?
Yes, but I don't do all nights.
Oh,
Like, do
nice.
some of them slaps me even on? But I said, no, I'm fine.
No, I have my mother to look after. She's 77 years old, so
So you see, can see,
So
understand
then, I mean,
why
and then
she's
to
still
them,
doing
and
it, you know?
have you ever heard any interesting stories on the other side as to why they do what they do?
the newlywed just said like his wife is fine and whatever, but when it comes to the bedroom,
Yes.
she's got no experience.
Poor
And that's
lady,
what he need once experience in the bedroom. But she's fine cooking, she dresses fine. But that's what I lack in the
So
marriage.
I mean, for someone who does sex work, do you feel like men come out to go to sex workers because there's a lack of proper sex at their own house?
Yes, or maybe the wife wil nie die pil sy gee of
Oh.
so of sy kan dit nie reg doen nie of
No, so Iman, so I mean, have you ever been married?
no.
No. So then what are you, I mean, I don't want to stop business for you, obviously. But now, what is your boodskap vir so many vroumense daar buite, like die wives en almal daai goeie?
I would like to tell him, listen to your husband, man, in the bedroom, and sometimes, not all the time, but also
It's
like spice things up.
crazy out there,
Yeah,
man.
what you also want. Maybe you want to do doggy style
That's
tonight or flip
crazy
over
out
that
here,
side.
man.
Do not for man, 'cause that's gonna keep him closer to you.
That's
If that's what you want.
crazy
If not,
out here, man.
we outside there and we ready for action, yo.
Yo, the
So,
that
yeah.
you know?
So-
So I mean that
Keep
what-
your husbands intact, ladies.
keep your husbands intact. So as jy, but dan sê nou die husband sê hallo, ek wil in die agter die klim.
Yeah.
En die vrou sê no, I just don't do that. Because daar is mos vrouens wat daar buite sê no, I don't do penis. I don't suck. I don't suck. So hulle gaan obviously now they come into the streets.
And then that's what we're there for.
And you say there's there's quite a lot that's coming out for it.
Yes.
Okay, and now I mean for you, I mean also again on the other side, some more stories they tell us like I want to know like those one of the funniest for you man. What was nou iets wat jy nou gaan terugdring like jy het nog 'n kak funny. Huh?
Devils.
Enige ding man. I mean you can just think about it. Maak nie saak I know let you think you're on the spot. Anyways, okay.
Okay, look at it. One time, one of the pastors took me to the church, and he like fucked me inside the church, and that's the church where he's preaching at. So that was like not funny, but like yeah.
Guys, to all of you guys watching this, I'm here with Candy today. Candy is a sex worker. She's been doing this since she's 18 years old. She's 35 now. This is one of the
It's
most mind-blowing
crazy
stories,
out
and
here,
I thought
man.
I've heard it all. The pastor took her to the church and had sex with her at the church. Where was it? In the church? At the altar? Or het julle agtertoe gegaan? Daar
We
by die
went to the-
buisdrommel lê of wat?
It was a double story church, and we went upstairs in between the bunker.
Pastor. This is very interesting. You know, so I'm getting into this and finding out more about. I mean, for me, it's also educational. Also, lacha, but I mean, it's a real thing. You know, and then if you could stop doing this, would you?
Yes, I would.
Like do you ever get days where you're like, because eindelijk moeg van die, but obviously you do it because you must. But I mean, on the some days you're like, fuck, die man.
Yes, a lot of days when I feel like that, but
Have you tried your hand at anything other than sex work?
yes, I have.
No, so I mean, now like what have you done? Like I mean, what kind of work?
I work for EPWP, but then it's only like a temporary base.
Okay.
So then what happens when that month, when you're done working for that company? What happens after that? You could throw your UFI, done.
Yeah, UIF, yeah.
Yeah, then what happens?
Look, if you, let's say, in an event that you have to have had a daughter, and your daughter had to do sex work, would you be okay with that?
No.
I'm just asking something. If you look at the scales, your mother doesn't feel like you don't feel like it will be right for your daughter. However, you just do it because you must. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
But if you had a choice, it's obviously something you'd not do.
No, I wouldn't do it.
And have you gotten yourself into any dangerous situations doing this?
Yes, a lot of dangerous situations. We
Especially
are literally to
obviously.
flee for my life.
Because you thought something might happen to you. No, that's interesting. I don't know if there's anything else that you want to tell South Africa. I think I've asked everything I needed to ask, and I got all the information. Is there anything that you want to know? Yes. Okay. Ja, okay. So as jy ooit enige mense wat people was working that you must nou klaar uitgesort, weer gesien miskien met hulle families buite or somewhere out.
Oh, yes, but then you can't do anything or say anything. All you can do is make eye contact with him. But then, like,
But hoe lyk hulle
subtle
gesigte?
ways.
Hoe lyk hulle? Are they a bietjie like Is hulle normal?
You must know this is your work and you can't like, hi, how are you? You
Oh,
can't do that.
yes.
Because then you lose him as a client and
Yes.
that's like not on. So you cannot just look at him and say, okay.
No, but I mean their faces, do they sometimes look a bit shocked, like I'm so jy gaan nou iets sê, but you not.
Yes,
They were
that's true.
So that's what I reckon. That's what I reckon too. Listen, so I mean, that's not like they're like.
Yeah, like, yeah, what is she gonna do now? Is she gonna come over here and spill the
But
beans?
but that would be unprofessional,
That would be
obviously. Have you ever spilled the beans on anyone, by the way? Like for any specific reason, like obviously you're professional, you're not gonna do it. I mean, this is what you do. But I mean, did anyone ever do something that led you to a point where you're like, yeah, all the far pimp?
Well, that did happen once, but that's because it's the guy's own fault.
Okay.
And he deliberately didn't want to pay me. And the thing about him is, he was so dumb to take me to his house. I knew exactly where he stayed.
Yes.
And then he didn't want to pay me. And I warned him. I told him, look at you, if you're not going to pay me, I'm going to come to your house. And he got alleen kom. And then he didn't pay me. And then I had to do what I had to do to get my money.
And so what did? Oh, but so then did you have to end up telling still, or did he give the money eventually?
No, I went to his house. And then I said, yeah, I am here. Where's my money? Then he gave the money. And his wife was like, yeah. Just, no.
Is this not to you or to him?
To him, look at you, what? Look at what's this?
Hoe kan jy
What
doen?
is hookers? This chantus?
I mean, that's words like it offend you in any way. As mean,
It used to, yeah. But sometimes people still do things what like make you feel like you're. Ek is nog once mens, man. No matter ek sta nie en doen die dinge.
Do people still say it's man, let's gentle, so that's a gentle, or you know what I mean?
Or they trap us and they like say rude comments out of the cause and stuff like that.
Do you know the history of the word gentle? Like where it comes from?
No.
You don't.
No.
You don't. So look, I stand under correction, but I'll tell you like a basis of the story. So I think back in the early days there was a slave ship called the Gentoo. It is where there were white slave owners on there and there were African slaves on there. So these African slaves used to the male slave owners used to have sex with the women on there, but it was kind of like rape at the time. So they were having sex with them, and this ship had come in and out of different docks, like from the Dutch colonies all the way to, like, again, I stand under correction, but this is my basis of the story, England into South Africa, but the ship was called the Gentoo. So all the women on the Gentoo were considered to be people working in sex, or not working in sex, or doing sex with these different owners and different dockyards, and eventually it became a street name as a Gentoo.
You see, education here on, bro.
And that's interesting. So now you also know where the word comes from, but you've never been on the Gentoo. So, well, hey there, I'm a sex worker. Yes.
In our area.
Last night, one of the girls got raped.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah. Nee, ook is like, yeah, like I mean, have people haven't people who do sex work gotten raped?
Yes.
And then what can you guys do in that position?
Well, I was never in that position, but there was girls who was in that position. You can go report the guy because even if you rape is rape, you can't do that.
Because it stands to say that even if you are doing sex work, it doesn't mean that it's free.
Yes.
Like that, because then people have the false assumption that because you do sex work, Ik ga niet nice zoals ik wil en loop. I mean, that's not how it works. It's still a business here
Yes.
that we're running. So how do you, but you know obviously male egos and hoe hulle dink met Josh, jy gaan net naai aan die maats. You know what I mean? But it doesn't work like that.
No. Our no is our no, eh?
Huh?
Our no is our
No,
no.
my
If we say
cameras.
no, you must respect that.
You
And
must-
if you don't, and you go on, then it's rape.
Talking about that, I mean, have you ever been in a position where you had to defend yourself also? Like it's iemand gemoer of like I know it's your work again, but still like have you done like maybe someone wanted to do something that you weren't okay with and you didn't want to listen to the no? Maybe not being raped now, but so the misschien
Yes, they were planning to rape me, but they were gonna rape me in Strandfontein. You know that quiet roads and that roads where doesn't have lights in. So I
Yeah.
heard them talking. They're gonna take me now to Strandfontein and I had to jump out of that car, like literally jump out of a riding car.
I mean, were you hurt? Are you hurt quite badly?
Not
Or
really.
was it driving too fast at the time? But then from Stanford, then you had to mission again home.
No, I waited until there was a red robot and then the car stopped and then.
No, I mean from there.
No, we never got that far. But they never got that far.
Oh, because er was nog geen Stanfontein nie. Okay. Anything else that you guys want to know?
What's the most clients you've done in a night?
What?
Joa. Yeah, so what's the most clients you've had in a night?
About 10.
10.
Damn.
Okay.
It's
And what time do
crazy
you
out
normally
here,
cut
man.
off? What time do you go home? Like when you're done with everything?
About 12 o'clock or past 11.
Almost 11. That's most early, isn't it?
Yes, but that's what my clients come out. Ek
Okay.
sê naguile clients.
Oh, yeah, just-
My
just-
clients is naguile nie. Hulle is mostly
quality.
married men, house people. So they just cut at a certain time.
Okay, no, so almost 11 is fine. Yeah, and like you said, don't do any sex work with people on drugs, obviously. Van as hulle nou, hoe gaan die kokes? Hy moet pas toe aan soek hulle iets en hy's by die huis al. Sy slaap al. Okay, for sure. Anything else?
This was like competition between you and I.
Oh yes, definitely.
How do you guys feel like how do you compare one another? Like is it how quick you service your clients, how many clients you get, like how
That guys wanna know.
Okay, so ek want to vra. So now, when it comes to like you and other prostitutes, right, and let's say sex workers, how do you guys like battle each other in terms of like how do you know who's better? Is it because who
much
gets
sales.
more clients,
Yes.
who sorts out fast, who gets more money, or what?
Who get the most clients? Like we stand like in the main road, so we can see exactly what's going on. Right?
Nearly show
Kyk,
face
hulle nou
there.
vir Kim op. Kyk, hy drop hulle nou vir Kim. Kyk, hy hulle weer vir Kim op. So it goes like that.
Okay, and then so dan sê hulle agter as who care for? Then they like they have this discussion amongst each other.
Dat in the rookhoekies.
Huh?
In the rookhoekies.
And the rook is okay. Listen, are we done? Are we done? Listen. Now, okay. Now, my final question is: are you willing to do it live on camera right now? No, I want to know.
This. Are you gonna pay me? You must put the bucks here first.
Yes, I'm gonna pay you.
So then put the bucks down.
Guys,
right?
thank you so much again for watching the PSA podcast with Mr. Bayer. Candy, thank you so much for joining us.
Wait, the
Bucks
face
down,
Guys,
right?
thank you so much again for watching the PSA podcast with Mr. Bayer.
Just
Candy, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Salute.
That is crazy, mate, bro. That was crazy, and this officially is the longest video I've ever reacted to, mate, bro. So yeah. Nah, I didn't expect this, bro. Cause usually Mr. Mayor just have like he said in the beginning, like can I say famous type of people, and now he's going to the streets. Aye, bruh. That's what quality, because some people, I don't know why sometimes my Africans wanna creep out. But yeah, sometimes some people have a bad exception of the stuff in life. Yeah, sometimes people have a bad exception. Nah, let's end this video. This video was too long now. I've no more English left to even talk, my bro. So yeah, guys, if you want more content like this, if you want me to react to more content like this, let me know in the comment section, my bro. Please let me know in the comment section, and I'll gladly check this out for you. Check it out for you. Shit. I'm talking too much. Peace.